Hey, remember that time I totally remembered to do a 50 seconds of shade for the finale of Project Runway AllStars? Hi, so yeah, sorry, this is really late, but I've had some shit to do. Anyways, so final challenge, I'm not there, everyone's sad about it, ish. The three finalists, Dom, Ken, and Keeny, all have to be inspired by the city of New York. It's funny that the only New Yorker left in the competition wasn't there, whatever, who cares. Keeny decides to be inspired by the fact that the city is a grid. Ken doesn't decide to be inspired by New York, apparently, and Dom decides to be inspired by, I don't know, seeing the lights of the city through a rainy cab window, for all I know. I mean, that's what it kind of looked like to me, and I thought Dom had a really beautiful inspiration. So actually, why don't we start with Dom? Because she, in my personal point of view, Dom had the best collection. Hands down. Best concept, best execution, best, most modern, best range of silhouettes, most interesting experimental. First look. Dom's first look is the best look of the entire finale. It completely won it for her. This is why it's important to structure your collection in a very particular way. Because if that dress had sort of been in the middle or wherever, it would sort of been like, whatever, no one really cares. But it was the perfect opening look for her collection, totally set the tone for it, and it made it a really emotional experience. Love the painting, love the shape, so unique. Look number 2, same print in these fabulous freaking pants. Dom does prints and graphic so beautifully. This girl really knows what she's freaking doing. Proud to call her a friend. Hope she accepts my application for an internship. Look 3 is beautiful. It's the most high fashion look I think of the entire season. So like Yohji Yamamoto, very Dom. Love the stripe detail. Love how the skirt looks like it's a pleated skirt turned upside down. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Shiloh looks fucking incredible in it. Look number 4 is the only real look of the collection I don't like. It just, I get it in the collection. It's just a little too plain and simple for me. It's a little too Ken, in a certain way. Like if this look had been in Ken's collection, I would have been like, oh my god, amazing. But in Dom's collection, it doesn't really work. Look number 5 is Dom's menswear look. I really wish that she had done this print as like a sweatshirt or something. I just think that this print and this shape that she tried to do just did not work for her guy. Collar was really bad, like really bad. Look number 6 is very funny to me because I think if this had been like a cute cropped jacket, like if you just cut off like the bottom third of that jacket, I think the look, or the bottom half of that, oh god, like yeah, that's a really rough jacket, or made it longer. I think the proportions are just off here. It just looks like a block. But yeah, the painting on the back of the jacket is beautiful, but it was too out there, I think. Look number 7 is, I love the sweatshirt. I think it's so gorgeous. Dom does ready-to-wear silhouettes so beautifully, but the skirt is just like, the safety pins just look like a mistake to me. Dom doesn't really do edgy well. Her last look is stunning. It's really strange looking, but it's the kind of really strange looking that I appreciate. I loved the way that the skirt sort of like caves in on the back. I love the top. I think the prints fight each other a little bit, and I almost, god, I'm looking at it now and I'm seeing it as like just a plain skirt instead of this weird skirt that Dom did, and I think it would have been a lot more successful. But I love that Dom continues to experiment. She tries new things and she shows the judges things that they haven't seen before. She's just a fantastic designer, really. Let's move on to Ken's to get it out of the way because that's kind of what the judges did. Look number 1, the pants are absolutely fabulous. The cut is beautiful. I did agree with Anne. The top, like once she said that, it totally looked kind of like Crossroads, 90s mall thing. Not my favorite look. If the rest of Ken's collection had been along the lines of those pants in the first look, it really could have been a contender for the win, but it just totally fell apart. If Deborah Messing says she likes the proportion of your look, there's kind of an issue going on there. Like the jacket was kind of killer. It was just a little too matronly Kentucky Derby for me, and I hated the leggings at the bottom. I was totally with Anne there. Look number 3 is honestly nothing. It's just a leather dress. You need Ken to do what he does for the avant-garde challenge, for the couture challenge, to really get it across, to have this like sort of power bitch moment. This was just a nothing of a design. Look number 4 is Ken's menswear look. It's not really menswear. It's not really a design. I don't think Ken would wear this. I don't think that Ken would make this for someone to wear. So so it just sort of seemed like, you know, he could get it done quickly. Look number 5, again, it's nothing. Like, it's nothing. Like, I think the same thing that Isaac said about Keeny's collection, about playing with the length and playing with the proportion, could be said about Ken's collection, because that dress, if it had hit the floor, we're talking about something that could have been beautiful. I just don't think for a design competition it was right. Look 6 is, it's terrible. Like, it looks so bad on his model. Like, I know he loves that fabric, but oh god. Look 7 is very cute. Comes out of nowhere. Like, it's just like, where did this look come from? I have no idea what any of this collection has to do with New York. Look 8 is a really interesting look. I love the back of the gown, but it's just, it clearly doesn't fit. The belt makes it just uncomfortable for me. Finishing on Ken's collection was really, really rough. I know that he has time management issues, but it struck me as strange. Ken can really turn out a garment when he wants to, but oof, the finishing on most of these things is not so great. Let's move on to Keeny. Look number 1 from Keeny was gorgeous. I don't think that it was the direction he should have gone in his collection with, but it was gorgeous. I would wear that jacket. It's flawless. Love the proportion of the skirt, and it's really high fashion. It looks like Donovan. Look number 2 from Keeny is honestly probably the look that lost him the competition. It's that basic dress with a giant ruffle on it with a matronly collar that Keeny does to death. Stop doing this look. No woman wants to wear a giant ruffle on her hip. Look number 3 is probably my favorite thing that Keeny has ever done, just because he basically was like, this menswear shit. I'm making a look for a gay guy. And this is honestly like totally a look that Keeny would wear, and I love it. I'd also like to address the styling with those headbands. Terrible decision. Look number 4, costumey office wear for a drag queen. Just not cute. Look number 5 I loved. I was not with Isaac. I actually kind of like the length of the dress a little bit. I think if it had been really long with that back, it would have been so stunning. When you have a runway show, you really want to show something new and something really bold. And this just sort of like was a really beautiful idea that I don't think went all the way there. I would not have made it super short like Isaac said though. I will say that the last 4 looks in Keeny's collection I loved. Like, I especially loved look number 6. I thought that the orange with the purpley fuchsia was a gorgeous color combination. I wish that he had taken Isaac's advice and let it just go all the way down to the floor. The skirt, not the ruffle. The ruffle, I think, was a good proportion for a floor-length skirt. I would have sort of taken this pleated idea and let it be fuller at the top and let it go narrower towards the bottom. I think that would have been really beautiful. Look number 7 is like totally Xana Roberts-Rossi. It's not even funny. I really wish the skirt were a different length. It's just such an odd proportion, length, fit. I don't know. But the top of it is really beautiful. None of these things really look all that New York when you put that weird head thing on. And again, I love the color combination on look 8. It reminded me of Bowser from Super Mario with the weird shoulder things. But you know what? If Keeny likes doing the weird shoulder things, like, more power to him. Like, I can totally see like Kennedy Davenport rocking something like this. But for a real woman, Thank you so much, you guys, for watching Project Runway AllStars 50 Seconds of Shade. Again, I will keep doing these videos. I'm so excited to keep doing these videos. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna shade next, so if you could please comment things that you would like to see me shade. I'd love to talk about how Teen Wolf is basically gay porn, so if anyone wants to talk about that, let's do it. I've really loved going on this journey with you guys. I'm so excited to continue it and see what's next, so bye.